Welcome to the HR Happy Hour work break. Happy New Year, Steve Bose.
Yes, Happy New Year. What is the farthest out date in January you will accept a Happy New Year greeting from someone?
I think the first time I've seen you in the new year is appropriate, so I don't think there's a set date.
What if you don't see someone until like May 7th?
What if you're like, Happy New Year?
Okay.
No, I think in January, right? If
I'll
you're
give it to January 9th. And then once you hit double digit days, no more. That's
no,
my policy.
no, I think it's the month of January, the first time you've seen or talked to someone.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to go with. I don't know. People can weigh in the comments or tweet us or direct message us or whatever. But anyway, Happy New Year.
Yes, same to you.
You know what, though? It started off as not a great New Year. Did you hear that the American treasure, Betty White, passed away?
I did hear that. That achieved breaking news status. Like my phone buzzed when that happened, or
Do
when
you
the
think
news broke.
she's probably one of the most loved Americans of all time, I would say.
Yeah, I'd say so. It's hard to find anybody who'd speak ill of her, right? I don't
Oh,
know.
no.
Yeah.
No, and she was feisty because it's funny now all these different little video clips of her over the years, especially in her later years, are,
Yeah.
she's very feisty. So I like that. She will definitely be missed. I think that to me, the only American treasure that leaves is Dolly Parton.
Okay. Yeah. You putting her on warning though?
That's
Like
it.
you're
So
the last
that's
one.
it. No, I'm just saying that's my
You
two.
know who always seems to die, Trish? Always. It just without fail.
Who?
The oldest living person.
Right.
I see that news story 4 or 5 times a
Absolutely.
year. Oh, the oldest person in the world just died. Like once you become that oldest living person,
Your days are numbered.
yeah.
How old is the oldest living person? Do we know?
I do not know. It's usually around 110-ish,
I was going to
112.
say, I'm going to guess like 107, but maybe you should like put that on the to-dos. How
I'll
old is
look that up.
your first to-do for the year? How old is the oldest living person?
Yeah,
So.
it's so 2022, Trish, and
I know.
sadly, we're still dealing with a lot of the things we had to deal with in 2020 and
I know.
2021. I mean, I don't want to start the year off on too much of a downer, but over the holiday break, I saw that one of my favorite things to watch, the Westminster Kennel Club annual dog show in New York
right.
City.
Yeah.
It's usually in January. It's been postponed. And the in-person event's been postponed, and they're going to try to have it sometime later in the year at an undetermined time. Yeah, because of what's happening once again with our 3-year-old COVID pandemic situation.
That's a shame.
That's
And you know what?
I do
Hey,
like the dog
then
show.
let's put people on notice. If you've not been to that, when it does happen, go. I happened to be working in New York a couple of years ago, and it was, one of those nights I got off work. It was fairly late. I wasn't going to go out to like a business dinner, so I was just going to go back to my room, probably have a little bite to eat there. And I was talking with my daughter, and she said, "Well, what's going on? You're in New York City. You can't stay in your room." So I go on Ticketmaster, like, "Oh, what's going on near me?" Right? Because I'm staying in Manhattan. It had to be something close. Over at the Madison Square Garden was the Westminster Kennel Club show, right? And
awesome.
so I went by myself, bought a last minute ticket. It was amazingly fun. I think I was there for because it's several days. It was like the toy dogs and the sport dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, they were amazing. And to see them in person is even cooler. So even if you're not a dog show kind of a person, I recommend it.
I do like the dog show, Trish. Yeah.
You should go. You would really enjoy it, I think.
Well, I can't now. I've got to figure out when it's going to happen. It's not happening.
You buy your ticket now, see, and then you'll be notified when it's going to happen. So.
Yeah, I do want to get back to New York City. I like lots of people. I mean, we've done some things. I've done some things during the pandemic, but there are definitely things I've not done at all.
Yeah.
And just haven't been back to New York City since who knows when, in 18 or 19. I don't really remember the last time I was there, but it's definitely not been during the pandemic. So I'd like to get back there for sure at some point this year. That would be nice.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you think business travel and events are going to come back more strongly this year? I know we did HR Tech in person last fall, but yeah, it seems like
I don't think it is.
A little bit more time, maybe, right?
I think it's going to be more time. It's funny you asked that because over the weekend I was kind of catching up on work, just gearing up for today, kind of getting things organized. And one of the things I looked at were, HR and HR Tech or just tech events. And a lot of the spring ones are not happening. So
yeah, I'm not aware of
Very sparse.
major ones that are happening in person. CES in Vegas is happening in person this week.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, they're gonna plow through, but a lot of companies have withdrawn their in-person participation. A lot of big companies. It's still going to go on. It'll still be a pretty big show, I guess, but not the same thing. And I think there's some point, and I guess the broader point, beyond just trade shows and business events is I do get the sense from things I read and watched, some podcasts I listened to over the break, that more and more people are kind of falling into the line of, hey, get vaccinated, get boosted, put your mask on when you need to, and we've just got to get on with life. Right? Yeah. And we'll see if that sentiment, and a lot of people had that for a while now, right? But I feel like more and more people who maybe were much more cautious, say last year and the year before, they hit their breaking point, right? And with this next new wave. And in fact, just apropos to that, Trish, the last note I made before we went live. Yeah. I was reading over the weekend a newsletter from the New York Times. And whatever, take this for what it's worth. But the most read article on NewYorkTimes.com, the most read article of the entire year, 2021, the title of it was, "There's a name for the blah you're feeling. It's called languishing." Right? That was the most popular story in the New York Times of last year, which kind of tells me, everybody's, so many people, or lots of people related to that feeling, like, oh my God, this is just again another year, on and on and on. But I think that the breaking point maybe is coming with a lot of folks, and I probably put myself in that category, to be totally honest with you. Like, no, I agree. I think you're right about people finally being just sick and tired of it and feeling like, so this makes me think of right when the pandemic started, there were a few people who were like, oh, new normal, right? This is the new normal. And I was really sick of that because I thought we haven't even figured this out yet. I feel like this is the year where now this is the new normal. The new normal is making sure you're vaccinated, making sure you have boosters or whatever, and then taking, like you said, the precautions you need to take when you need to take them. But you cannot sit in fear in your house all the time. It's too much. And the world, we have to work, we have to educate our kids. I know my kids' school district, they decided they're coming back. I know some have not. Yeah, lots of colleges aren't starting in person yet. My son's college hasn't determined what they're doing yet. They don't start for a couple more weeks, but they haven't even said. So it's so also difficult to make your plans. Yeah, we can't live in complete fear all the time, though. It's just at some point it's too much. So, for example, my son, got a lot of the symptoms of this new variant. Oh, really? And it was before Christmas. We planned on seeing my parents. Long story short, I made him get tested because I thought I don't want him spreading something, even though he's vaccinated and all of the things. And, he got tested. It was negative. And pretty much almost everyone I've known who has had like these major symptoms, they're like, it's a cold. So we're now to the point where we can't even so what I'm saying is, like, if you have any symptoms of anything, then you stay home. Yeah. Right? Don't go out. Don't wear your mask. Let's look for some brighter side of this if it's possible. Maybe this will finally be the end of people who are sick with whatever they have still going to work anyway, or being expected to show up to work. Hopefully that's over finally forever. Like, if you're sick, stay home. Don't go to the office that day. Work from home or don't work at all. Whatever you've got to do. Hopefully that'll end. Hey, I've got some positive news before we get to the end of the show. I do want to mention this, Trish, over the holiday break. My Gamecocks, South Carolina Gamecocks, victorious in the prestigious Duke's Mayo Bowl. Congratulations. Here in the Charlotte, North Carolina. I did not go. I should have probably. I did not attend. They defeated North Carolina, and the highlight of the bowl, and it was reported pretty widely. Maybe you saw this, Trish. At the end of the game, they had a ceremony. You know how the winning football coach often gets doused with the Gatorade bucket or the water bucket? They doused him with a bucket of Duke's Mayo, like 5 gallons of Duke's Mayo in a giant bucket, right over the dome. That's funny. Right over the head. And both the coaches agreed prior to the game. The winning coach would agree to do that if their team won. So it was pretty funny. Check the video out. If you haven't seen it, it's funny. Just search for Duke's Mayo Bowl bucket bath or something like that. I have not seen that, but that's congrats to my Gamecocks, Trish. I watched the game. It's exciting. And good. Well, congratulations to you and your Cocks. How about that? It's not often you can say that to someone and have it be completely okay.
Go Cox, right? As you like to say.
The
Hey,
only
listen,
thing I
I
the
had a
only
good
other thing I did that was fun. What did you do? Let's get one. Tell me a fun thing you did over the parade.
my fun thing I did was the Tournament of Roses parade every year. And
Sure.
Steve, we have talked about this for years. I'm not gonna beat a dead horse. I'm just gonna say,
I watched some of it.
let's commit. Let's commit. Let's go next year.
Okay.
Let's take family and friends. Let's do the show
I don't
from
have many friends, but
Pasadena.
okay.
Not during the parade, because during the parade I want to watch the parade. But
Okay.
anyway, it was wonderful. And I have to tell you, my family, they're troopers. They sat around me and watched the parade with me like they always do. And I love that. That's like one of my things. I really like when my kids watch that with me. So
Nice.
the theme is dream, believe, achieve. So I'm going with that as our yearly annual theme for the year.
I like it.
My other fun thing I wanted to show you is I got a new phone.
Writing that down.
I got a new phone. Oh, there's my kids, by the way.
Okay.
I got a new phone, and
kids, but a new phone. Gotcha.
I wish I had my old phone to compare it to. Anyway, this is the iPhone 12 mini. See how tiny it is?
You know, it's hard with the
Tiny.
perspective.
I know, without
Good.
something to compare, but it's very tiny. But look at my cool case. Whoops, it's upside down.
Mixtape, maybe?
Yeah.
Like 80s jams, something like that?
Yeah, and I can
How
write
about-
in whatever. So what should I call? That's what we need. People need to tweet me or DM me or something. What should I name my mixtape
Nice.
for my phone? Isn't that
Very
cute?
cool. You need
So,
a boombox like to hold over your head now.
oh my God, wouldn't that be cute if someone made a little boombox and you could like hang it up there? All right, enough of that. Well, anyway, I gotta make my mixtape for the year.
I watched one movie over the break. It was
Oh, you
called
did?
Neil Green Crossing Guard. It is
Oh.
the latest movie set in the Paul Blart Mall Cop cinematic universe, and I highly recommend it. Check it out on Netflix or wherever.
Truly you recommend it?
No, I'm kidding. That's not a real movie. I made that up. But
Did you make that? I'm writing it down.
I've been trying to do a Paul Blart. Did you really believe there was a Paul Blart Mall Cop cinematic universe?
I wrote it down.
Maybe there should be.
Okay. That's awful. I did watch a really good movie over the break. I want to recommend it. It's on Apple TV. It's called Swan Song with what is the actor's name? His first name is Mahershala.
Oh, yeah.
You know who I mean?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's about, this won't be a spoiler. It's about someone you know right away at the beginning. He's dying. Okay. And the whole movie is about it's got Glenn Close, and she's a doctor, and they have this capability to clone you without your whole family knowing or anyone knowing.
Mahershala Ali is his name. Trish.
That's it, Mahershala Ali. And they clone you without anyone knowing. And the big decision, which I will not give away, the whole movie is about, do you clone yourself if you're dying without your family knowing so that you can live on? Nice. And your family won't know. They'll have all your the clone has all your memories and everything.
Oh,
and
really?
So it's all about how it works.
What ice cream you like and everything. Okay.
What ice cream you like and everything.
Okay.
So anyway, great movie, Swan Song. I recommend it.
Cool.
Very good. All right. Well, listen. Hey, everyone. Happy New Year. Thank you for listening yet again for another year. We do have exciting planning meetings coming up, and so there might be some fun changes to the work break, but remains to be seen.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yep. But for now, we're still a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, taking a break. So thanks, everyone. Have a good rest of your day.